Curse of Oak Island fans accuse team of scamming them. For 12 seasons, The Curse of Oak Island has promised treasure hunting adventure and history lessons. However, some fans feel that the show's cast is scamming them by continuing to make promises and never following through with any real discoveries. Here's what fans had to say about the hit reality TV show after last week's episode still led to nothing new. Will Curse of Oak Island ever find anything? Every season, the team from The Curse of Oak Island shows up looking for treasure, and they often find little things. Whether it's trinkets, buttons, or pieces of wood, they always seem to have an explanation for how they tie into their theories of the Knights Templars or Vikings hiding gold on the island. The reality TV show premiered on the History Channel in 2014. After 11 years, the team is no closer to finding treasure than when they first arrived on the island. However, every season, they claim to be closer than ever, only to end the season with no treasure and only hints that a vault could exist under the island. That has caused many fans to finally give up on the show and their hopes of finding anything on the island. Some fans started a Reddit thread saying they were finally giving up on the show. The OP said they have been watching the show for over a decade and feel we have been scammed. The fact that they haven't been able to say what happened on the island is either willful ignorance or deliberate incompetence, they wrote. It's very clear that the Fellowship is out of their depth. Curse of Oak Island fans debate purpose of show. This led to many Redditors agreeing with the assessment, especially since the finds on Curse of Oak Island have never been worthwhile. However, other fans had a different outlook on the show. Here is a look at the differing opinions about the History Channel reality TV series from fans on Reddit. This island was used for a commercial and industrial purpose for decades, perhaps even a century or longer. There is history here the team is ignoring to fit some agenda of treasure. The rest of us figured that out a decade ago. It's not about finding anything. It's about the laughs you get along the way. It's just entertainment. I'm still waiting for someone to launch a t-shirt line with some prime Oak Island sayings. I'd start with, "We have wood." Another big complaint from fans is that the same thing happens in every episode, and many compare it to the hit movie Groundhog Day, where it is becoming repetitive. For years, fans of The Curse of Oak Island have eagerly watched the team of treasure hunters, led by brothers Marty and Rick Lagina, inch closer to what they hope is the discovery of a lifetime. A legendary treasure hidden on Oak Island off the coast of Nova Scotia. However, recent seasons of the show have raised eyebrows and sparked controversy, with many viewers accusing the team of scamming them. The tension has reached a boiling point as online forums, social media, and even some former fans are questioning the authenticity of the show and its motives. The fading mystique of Oak Island. The allure of Oak Island is undeniable. Since the 1790s, treasure hunters have been captivated by the so-called Money Pit, a mysterious depression on the island that has been the site of numerous excavations, some of which have uncovered strange artifacts, and others that have led to tragic deaths. Over the years, rumors about a hidden treasure, perhaps belonging to pirates, the Knights Templar, or even the lost colony of Roanoke, have fueled an ever-growing obsession with the island. When The Curse of Oak Island premiered in 2014, the show captured the public's imagination. Audiences followed the Lagina brothers, along with their team of experts, as they dug deeper into the island's secrets, slowly revealing new discoveries and tantalizing clues. The thrill of the hunt, coupled with the possibility of discovering a long-lost fortune, made for compelling television. Fans couldn't help but be drawn into the mystery, eagerly awaiting each new clue that brought the treasure just a little closer. However, as the years went on, many fans began to feel frustrated by the show's repetitive nature. Despite the ongoing efforts of the team, the much-anticipated treasure remained elusive. The discoveries became increasingly less impressive, and the season finales left fans with more questions than answers. The turning point: scamming allegations take root. As the seasons progressed, accusations began to surface that the show was nothing more than a well-crafted illusion. Fans started pointing out that the discoveries being made on Oak Island were, in many cases, small, insignificant, or downright inconclusive. Some of the artifacts discovered, such as fragments of wood, pieces of metal, and ancient coins, seemed interesting but were often dismissed by experts as either unremarkable or unrelated to the treasure they were searching for. This led many viewers to accuse the show of scamming its audience, of intentionally prolonging the mystery for the sake of ratings and revenue. The argument was that the show's producers were creating a false narrative, stringing fans along with promises of a groundbreaking discovery that would never actually happen. Some took to social media, calling the show a money-making machine that exploited the hopes and dreams of viewers who had invested years of their lives into the mystery of Oak Island. The accusations intensified as the Lagina brothers seemed to get closer to the treasure with each passing season, yet never seemed to find it. Viewers began to notice a pattern in the way each episode was structured. At the start of the season, there would be tantalizing clues: an old manuscript, a mysterious artifact, or a breakthrough in the excavation process that would give the impression that they were on the verge of solving the mystery. But as the season progressed, the discoveries would become more mundane, and by the end, the treasure was once again nowhere in sight. The role of reality TV in the controversy. The increasing frustration among fans also highlights a broader issue with reality TV in general. Shows like The Curse of Oak Island often blur the line between real-life events and scripted entertainment. While the Lagina brothers and their team are real people, the production of a reality TV show involves editing, storytelling, and manipulation of events to keep viewers hooked. In the case of The Curse of Oak Island, many fans argue that the show is more focused on creating suspense and drama than on uncovering historical truths. The team's findings, which may be valuable to historians and archaeologists, often feel secondary to the larger narrative being crafted for television. By holding out the promise of a treasure that is just within reach, but never fully realized, the show keeps fans coming back season after season, generating substantial ad revenue and viewer loyalty. The accusations of scamming come from a sense of betrayal. Fans who have followed the team's journey for years feel like they are being taken advantage of. They invest time, energy, and emotion into the show, only to be left with more questions and few answers. With each passing season, it becomes harder to ignore the possibility that the show's creators are stretching out the mystery for the sake of entertainment, rather than genuinely seeking to uncover a hidden treasure. The Laginas respond to the criticism. Despite the growing backlash, Marty and Rick Lagina have remained committed to their mission, insisting that they are genuinely invested in solving the mystery of Oak Island. In interviews and on social media, they have repeatedly stated that they believe the treasure is still out there, and they are dedicated to finding it. However, their responses to the accusations of scamming have been less than satisfactory to many fans. Rather than addressing the specific concerns raised by viewers, the Laginas have maintained a stance of quiet determination, insisting that they will continue their work, regardless of the criticism. This only fuels the controversy. Fans argue that the Lagina's silence is evidence that they are unwilling to confront the growing perception that the Curse of Oak Island is little more than a glorified treasure hunt for entertainment purposes. They claim that the Laginas, along with the producers and the network, have been less transparent about the true nature of the search and have failed to provide any real answers about what is really happening on the island. The impact on the show's legacy. As the allegations of scamming grow louder, it is clear that the impact on the Curse of Oak Island's legacy will be significant. While the show still enjoys a devoted fan base, it is increasingly difficult for the team to maintain the same level of excitement and intrigue that once made it a cultural phenomenon. The whispers of manipulation and dishonesty are starting to overshadow the mystery of Oak Island itself, leaving many fans disillusioned and skeptical about the show's true intentions.